Beloved greats, here are 3 ways we can blow or squander blessings that God gives to us. 1, laziness. 2, rebellion or disobedience. And 3, sexual immorality, meaning promiscuous, sleeping around, no sexual self-control or discipline. And I want to read from Proverbs chapter 5 just a little bit so you kind of understand what God is saying here. In Proverbs chapter 5, he's talking about avoid immoral women. So we can also say avoid immoral men. This can apply to avoid immoral friends, immoral business opportunities, immoral doors that you may walk through. And immoral means something that has no morals. So someone who has no values, no reverence for God, no thoughts about God, no thoughts about integrity and being honest. That's out the window. And so what God talks about in Proverbs chapter 5, he says, avoid these type of people. And let's see why he says avoid these type of people. And he opens up Proverbs chapter 5 and says, pay attention to my wisdom. And that's something that I see in this younger generation is that a lot of their knowledge and information they get from social media or from online. But the word of God should be your primary source on how to live your life, because it results in a fruitful life, a blessed life, and then you don't end up squandering God's blessings. And this applies to athletes. This applies to everyone, no matter what profession that you're in. Proverbs chapter 5, God says, pay attention to my wisdom. Pay attention to my wisdom. Listen carefully. Show discernment. And he goes on to say down in verse 7, stay away from immoral people. Stay away from the door of their house, meaning don't even hang out with them. If you do hang out with immoral people, you will lose your honor and you will lose to merciless people. And this applies to enablers as merciless people, people who are people who don't like you, people who are who backstab you, who are snakes in the grass, who are wolves in sheep's clothing. When you hang out with immoral people, those are the type of people you're keeping company with. And God said, you will lose. You will lose, and someone else will take your blessing. Meaning God will give your blessing to someone else if you continue to be reckless. So let's heed this word. Stay away from immoral people, people who don't reverence God, people who have no integrity, people who are dishonest, people who live any kind of way. Guard your blessing, beloved great.